awesome new mods coming for the Toyota Tacoma. Well, good afternoon everybody, and welcome back to Robmotive. Real quick, if you haven't before, make sure you smash that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. That's right, we've got some awesome new mods coming for the Toyota Tacoma. I thought I would unbox one of them for you today. I'm waiting for another one to come, and right now it's been a little difficult putting my hands on new mods. Things are in short supply, shipping times are long, and then of course I have to kind of plan out and figure out what I want to do. One of the mods coming, I'll give you a little bit of a preview, is a new exhaust for my Toyota Tacoma. You know, I've gone back and forth on this for quite a while. I was going to do it and I wasn't going to do it. And then I finally decided to go ahead and pull the trigger and do it. So I have it on order. It's coming. It's going to be a more aggressive exhaust. It's not the most aggressive, but it's about right there in the middle. It's going to give me the exits that I want. I'm going to have a dual exit, if you will, on the back of the Tacoma, and it should be pretty good. The big question, though, is going to be how loud is it, and does it give me a drone? I want something throatier, and yes, I realize you're not going to get V8 grumble out of a V6 engine. I understand that, but I do want something with a little more character, something to make the Toyota Tacoma just a little bit more aggressive, a little bit meaner. So that's coming. I am going to put a cold air intake on it. That is actually going to be one that I have, the S&B, so we'll see how that goes in conjunction with this new exhaust, because I've never run a cold air intake with any exhaust other than the TRD version. So we'll see if it gives me any more power. I'm very skeptical of that, and then how they work in combination. But let's go ahead and get to this one. This is something that I had to have in order to put the cold air intake back on my Toyota Tacoma, or on this Toyota Tacoma. Now, I could have gone with others. There are a couple others that would work with the current setup, that being the dual hood strut setup that I have. But I really love the S&B, and I think it's the best looking one out there. Sound-wise, I've never come across any cold air intake, unlike the Jeep Gladiator, the Air Raid, that gives any additional sound. So we're going with the S&B. That's why I have to have this. This is a single hood strut kit. Now, you might be asking, well, why didn't you just take one of the hood struts off? I have two, and just go with one of those on the truck. And I thought about that, but to be honest, the dual hood strut setup that I have does not feel strong enough to me to be able to handle the hood the way I want it to with confidence with only one of them on. So I went with this. This comes from a company called Spiker Engineering. You can see it maybe right there. Let's go ahead and see what it looks like. How beefy is it? Go ahead and get this thing open. I'm curious to see myself. How big is the cylinder? How big is the strut? It should be bigger than the one that we currently have. So we have the brackets to hold it on. We'll get to that in just a minute. This is something that I'm not looking forward to, but I'm gonna do it. Then we have the hood strut itself. So it comes with a rubber band. Doubt we'll be using that. And then some instruction, and that's good. The instructions actually are in color, and they look to me to be much better than any other instructions I've ever gotten. Of course, you have a little, I guess, informational piece. We don't care about that. And then the little booklet itself, and check that out. This looks pretty detailed. I like that when it comes to instructions. Does say this is for a 2016 plus Toyota Tacoma, which I have no doubt it is. It looks very similar hardware-wise to the hood struts that I had from Redline Tuning before, so I'm sure it's going to go in the same way. Now, let's take a look at the strut itself. This is hermetically sealed, I guess. I have to cut this open. It doesn't look to be much more beefy size-wise, cylinder-wise, if you will, than what I currently have, but doesn't necessarily have to be bigger, if you will. Tube diameter is what I'm talking about, to be strong enough. So this is what it looks like. It does say Spiker Engineering. Not sure if I'll leave that on there or not. Under the hood, I don't know that it really bothers me to have company names. We shall see. But it's just a snap-in, if you will, type. You put your brackets on and then you snap it in at the top. Interesting, this is threaded. It would come off. But it should be held in place. It can't turn a whole lot because the bottom, I'm assuming, is not threaded. It's fixed. So no big worry about this coming off. It'll just make it a little bit easier to position it once I actually have the hardware in. Now, as far as how it feels, decent weight. I like that it's blacked out. Even the cylinder bar itself, or whatever you call this piece, is blacked out. I think that's pretty good. Now, let's talk about the hardware. I mentioned that in the beginning. The thing I don't like about this is the way that it goes in. It takes rivets. I hate working with rivets. And you know, if it takes rivets, that means it requires holes to be drilled in both the hood and the frame or bottom part inside the hood area. Not looking forward to that. I really don't like drilling holes in a brand new truck, but I'm gonna bite the bullet. We're gonna do that anyway. Now, one other piece I wanna mention, it comes with a piece of tubing. I'm not sure what this is for. I did not have this in the Redline kit. I'm guessing it's to put over the drill bit to keep you from drilling through the top of the hood. So you would slip this over the bit. When it hits, it won't drill any further. Really a great idea. If my guess is right, we'll see once it comes to the installation. You can trim this, of course, so that you get the right height on the drill bit. You just need to pop through the metal and that's it. So I'm thinking that's what this is for. If you want to know, make sure you stay tuned for the install, which will be coming up later, by the way. Anyway, that is my latest, and this will have to be done, of course, before the cold air intake. But my latest mod for the Toyota Tacoma. Lots of exciting stuff coming up. This is just the beginning. Leave a comment. Let me know. Have you used these before? Or this? The single hood strut for the Toyota Tacoma? I'd be curious to know. Also, again, real quick, if you didn't in the beginning, don't forget, smash that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. I do have 2 additional channels. Robmotive FST, all about full-size trucks, and Robmotive JT, all about Jeep Gladiators. Check them out, and if you're interested, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.